Don't know whether anyone can hear me. I'm just waiting for this ad to disappear. Hi everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Sorry, I was sitting there. Had to walk around to the front of the camera and turn the camera around. Can everyone see me and hear me? Just let me know. I've got to look down at the screen here. I might move it around a bit. Can someone just let me know whether you can hear me and see me? Just put a comment on the screen there. Thanks. I can hear you. Phil said he can hear me, but can you see me? I can see myself. Jamie, I can hear. Yep. I'm having a drink too. I got a Jim Beam bourbon and a bit of ice. It's bloody cold outside, but nothing like a bourbon to warm you up. Defender Zook, g'day Steve, loud and clear. Good to hear. Hey Ross, how are you? I'm just reading. I'll go through and just say g'day to a few people while I'm on here. Greg Campbell, how are you, Greg? Good to see you on there, mate. I thought I'll come on a bit earlier. There's a few people on there having a bit of a yarn. Annie's sitting in the back room there. She just got on. How you going, Ed? How are you, mate? Good to see you on there. Great live feed the other night, Ed. Really good to see a new YouTuber on there and having a good time. And congratulations to Terry for winning the, what was it, the code thing for picking up on all your codes and that. Did you get around to the shop after you finished your job on Saturday, mate? I think he said he was going to work. I tell you what, it's been bloody cold here today. I have not been out of this jacket all day. It was -1 here this morning. I took Winnie for a walk. Menno, hi from the UK. How you going? All the way from the UK. Good to see you on there. Yeah, Ed's been down to the Hilux. How you going? Yeah, good to see a few people on there. I thought I'll just get on here tonight and say g'day. I think everyone's sort of watched the footy now and seen the results. I think Manly ended up winning, didn't they? Who watched the Cowboys game last night? I know Phil did. I don't know whether Jacqueline Dixon will get on here. She might be hiding tonight. I hope she gets on here and says g'day, the old beaver. But David Moore's on there. How you going, David? I did get some new glasses, Ed. I was struggling to see, so bought myself a new set of glasses. I'll tell you what, they ain't bloody cheap, are they? But I did, I went to old Specsavers and got 2 pairs. I got a set of sunglasses and these. I'm still getting used to them. They do go dark out in the light, so you might see me doing videos now and I'll be look like I'm wearing sunglasses. Lukey Reed's on there. How are you, Luke? Anthony Wicks. How you going? Yeah, good to see everyone getting on. Hope everyone's had a good weekend and managed to get a bit done. We haven't gone camping this weekend. We were going to, and then we just decided not to for a few reasons that I'll get into in a minute. But I'll say g'day to a few people first. I'm just reading. If I put my head down, it's just saying hello to a few people. And if Annie's in there and says I miss anything, can you sing out to me?
You can't hear me. Keith's on.
Keith's on. How are you, Keith? I didn't see you on there, but g'day. Oh yeah, I can see you there. Wandering Overland. How are you, mate? Who else have I missed in there? I've seen someone else's name there a second ago that I was going to read out. Grant, yeah. Terry G, how are you, Terry? I hope you and Robin are feeling a bit better, mate. Terry's been and Robin have been really crook the last week or so. I'm glad you're finally, hopefully getting a bit of respite. Tell Robin we're thinking of her, and I know she might have spent the night in hospital, so I hope she's getting better. They've had a bit of a bad cold, I think, or some sort of flu-y thing, and been on antibiotics and all sorts of stuff. So I know the Wanderer probably won't be on here unless he's got his phone on in his car and does something illegal. I think he's driving back from Warwick. He's been down there this weekend. As you know, we're having the Legends for Charity camping event next year in 2024. And we made an announcement there about a month ago now, the end of April, I think it was. And just let you all know about the camping event. We had to sort of get it out a bit earlier than probably what we expected. But when we looked into the camping spot at down there at Warwick at Gumbunji Camping Ground, Gumbari, I think I got that name wrong. But they only had sort of 1 month available next year, and that was August. And if we didn't sort of fill the park, we wouldn't have secured it just for everyone. So we made the announcement, did the video, and it's up on all our channels, Phil's Camping and Touring, my channel, and Rob the Wanderer, and Rob from Australian Camping and Four Wheel Drives. If we didn't do that, we wouldn't have secured the campground. That's why we put it out so early. There's still so much to do, and as in organising and all that sort of thing, but that'll be stuff we'll do later on in the year. We'll keep you updated. Thanks to everyone that's made a booking. I don't think they're taking any money yet. You just had to make bookings, and it's been amazing. You know, thanks everyone. It's going to be a great time. It's just going to be a bit of fun, and it's going to be good catching up with all you guys again, and just saying hello, and having a few laughs, having a few drinks, having a few meals, and checking out everyone's camping gear, and just what's this? There must be a bit of banter going on there. Did you get the flu, Keith? Yeah, you had the man flu. Yeah, that's. I get that man flu too.
Yeah, and it's a pain in the rear.
Malcolm Hayes saying, how's your iTech power station going? It's going good, Malcolm. It's right behind me here. There it is there. It's still going good. I charged it up again the other day because when we were camping a few weeks ago now with Keith from Wandering Overland, and Jason from Crazy Dog Canvas, and we had the old iTech World. I put a couple of posts up on the Facebook account. We're using the iTech World to run Starlink, and it worked great during the day. Like you just plug it into it. I had a 100-watt solar panel out in the sun all the time, and it just put enough charge in it to keep it running all day. We had it running from 9 o'clock in the morning till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I had it unplugged from solar, and it kept running all night, so it was really good. So absolutely fantastic. How'd you go with your video, Rob? Not sure what video he was doing, but Annie's trying to sneak past the camera there without getting in shot. She hasn't done her hair, she's got a drink in her hand.
Hey, it's Sunday.
Landy Smith's telling Anthony he's getting cold out your way. It's getting cold everywhere. I'll tell you what, I was talking to my father in Taree, and he said it was absolutely freezing down there today. It's been cold here. Like I took Winnie for a walk this morning, and there was frost all over the ground. I think, yeah, Rob said he's going to do a video. I was talking to Rob there earlier. Make sure you tune into Rob's channel. I think he's going to do a video on his hot water system or something, the new companion hot water system he's put in the back of his car.
Or is it
Craig, how you going, mate? Yeah, good.
Or is it part 3 of the diesel heater?
Might be part 3 of the diesel heater, Annie just said. He's got a couple of diesel heaters under his house. It's about time you break them out. It's starting to get cold in Bundaberg. I don't believe that, Phil. It doesn't get cold in Bundaberg. It's like 87% humidity there all the time, isn't it? But I can't get the messages to refresh. I have no idea how many people are on here or anything like that. So looks like there's a few people tuned in. I haven't counted all the names. Jeff McGovern. Have a rum, Annie? Yeah, she's having a rum, mate. Like I said, I've got the Jim Beam extra aged bourbon. I'm having that. It's bloody good on cold nights. I don't have to work tomorrow. I've got tomorrow off, so I can have a few drinks. Landy said he got firewood yesterday. Yeah, we haven't got a. That's one thing we've never put in the house here. I wish it might be something we'll do in the future. We've never. You think we would in a cold climate like Kingaroy? I can remember when I moved to Kingaroy in 1991. I probably said I come from the mid north coast, down near Taree, and always warm down there, lots of humidity, and I moved up here in the middle of winter, and it was. I come from about where it got as cold overnight as about 15 degrees, and I come here and it was -7, and it snowed at the Bundy Mountains, and I absolutely froze. Like every morning you get up and there'd be like 1.5 inches of ice on the windscreen of your car, and you'd have to get a scraper out there and scrape it off. So I soon learnt, throw a blanket over the windscreen of your car. If you don't want to drive to work with 1/2 inch of ice all over your car. So speaking of car, I bloody went to Brisbane on yesterday, and managed to pick myself up another stone chip in the windscreen of my car from courtesy of a mud runner truck. Just nothing you can do about it. He went flying past me, and bloody looked like a rock about this round. Shot straight up and hit the passenger side of the windscreen and just about went through it. So I've got about 3 of those or 4 of those in the windscreen of the FJ now. So I think it's about time I'll be ringing up my insurance company and getting another windscreen put in it. But the FJs are renowned for stone chips. So because the windscreen's so flat, basically just a brick on wheels. It is perfect run weather. Like I said, we went to Brisbane yesterday, and there's a few things happening. We went to Brisbane for a reason. I did put a hint up there a while ago about we've been thinking about changing our mode of camping around, and I've mentioned to a few people, and we're toying with the idea of buying a caravan, and we're going to go down to the caravan show in June, I think it was, and we can't get the time off work, so we were talking to Rob, and we found out where there was a few caravan places, and we thought, we might just go down there for the day and have a look around. So we did go down there on Saturday, and we scoped a few caravans out, and with the FJ, I don't want to change my car, and I'm limited to about 2,400 kilos that I can tow. So I'm pretty limited on the size caravan I can get. I probably will be getting something around 12 foot, and I looked at a few. There's a few out there, and every time I turn YouTube on at the moment, all I get is videos on Jayco's and Little Caravan Company and Crusader and every other named caravan that builds something under 12 foot under the sun. So we looked at a few down there. They're fairly pricey, but that leads to my next thing I'm going to tell you. Tonight here officially, our dot trailer is going to be up for sale. So anyone that wants to know anything about it, I will be putting a video up about it. I'll go through everything that I will have with the dot when I sell it. It's a terrific trailer. I've spent a lot of money on it over the last 3 years, improving things on it. It's got a new outbound shield, freestanding awning. It's got a new Crazy Dog rooftop tent. It's got a new room. It's got heaps of stuff in it, airbag suspension. It's got all the gear. It's a great off-road trailer. The reason we're getting rid of it, we are getting a bit older. We're not that old, but we're getting a bit older, and the last couple of camping trips we've had, Annie nearly slipped off the ladder the other night, and so we just thought she's getting a bit of arthritis in her hands, just on one of her hands. She just can't hold the runs. I mean, I'm all right with it, but she's struggling a little bit climbing up and down the ladder, and even we can even still use the walk up hard top bit of it. But we just want something a little bit bigger now. We decided that we just want something we can climb into, and needs to buy the teardrop. Yeah, we've still got our teardrop. What we're thinking we're doing, I'm gonna put the dot trailer on the market now. I'll let you all know in a video, and price will be on. I'll tell you. I'll probably advertise it on a few places, caravan sales, and one of the online Facebook pages. Found an awesome 4x4 walking frame, Stephen. Yeah. So we'll let you know all about that. But that's the only reason we're getting rid of it. We just thought, looking at what we've got to spend and all that, I'd really like to sell the dot first and have a bit of money in the bank, so we've got a bit of deposit and all that sort of thing, and then we'll make up our mind on what we're going to buy and when we may get it and all that sort of thing. But until then, we'll probably use the teardrop, old Dixie. We don't struggle getting in that. It's just a bit of more tight quarters. It's a bit smaller, but it's still great for us for going camping. We're actually going to go away in a few weeks. We've got to get together with Mark from Adventureman Campers, who actually built my teardrop camper, and he's got to get together with all the teardrop groups. So we're going to go join the teardrop get together. We did it a few years ago. We've been trying to get a weekend off when they have a meeting together, so we'll get in and have a bit of a good time with them. That's what it's all about, getting out and having fun. That's why we're having the Legends for Charity thing. Hoping to talk to Rob tonight and hopefully get some more details on the camping event. Like I said, he was driving back from Warwick. Phil said he seen a video where someone made a lift on the ladder. Yeah, there's probably a million things out there that people build these days to make camping a lot easier. Yeah, Rob just said he'll be selling his dot as well soon. As you know, Rob's...
Lady asked a good question, Steve.
Who's that?
Lady asked a good question.
Yeah.
It's better in cold weather.
What's that?
Teardrop or the dot?
Which is better in cold weather?
Yeah, teardrop or dot?
Oh, it's not too much, Landy. Annie just said you asked a question on which is better in cold weather. It's they're both around the same. They've both got their pros and cons. Like the teardrop is a lot smaller area, and it's fully insulated. Like I think the roof on it's about this thick, 95 mils of because it's made of that aluminium fibre like most caravans are made of, and they actually put like a insulation in the roof, and the walls are like 20 mil board with the laminated stuff. And when you get in there and close all the doors, like we've been in -4, -5 temperatures with the teardrop, and it's been great. You get in there in bed at night and it's absolutely fantastic, but then you haven't got a lot of room or coverage outside. So if you're sitting outside, you feel the cold air, which is the same with the dot. You've got the awning, you can put all the walls up, you can light a fire, keep yourself warm, like it's not a problem. But and the rooftop tent with the new room that I've got on there, we find that really good in winter. Like last year when we were down at Foxbar Falls, and then we went down to that camping ground. I think it was -7 down there, and at Jindalee Riverside Camp. I've actually got a photo up on Facebook, and there was ice all over the canvas on the dot. And we were really warm inside at night because we had the electric blanket going. We got one of those kick-ass 12-volt electric blankets. A few Doonas on the bed, and Winnie and Anne, and we were really warm. And the good thing, we had that room. So we set the room up. It encloses all the bottom area, and it sort of traps all the warmth in. So the dot is really good in cold weather, and it's really good in warm weather as well. So it's a good all-round vehicle, but like I said, we just want something with a little bit more room inside. So when we go, if we want to go in at night, we can get out of the weather if it's raining or if it's really blowing a gale. That was one of the things when we were up at Moore Park there a few weeks ago. It for 3 days it absolutely blew a gale, and Phil will probably tell you on there that it was just about blowing. He had to peg all the walls down on his awning, but it held up, but it was blowing really bad. And Terry and Robin and Phil and not Phil, Terry and Robin and Rob, they could all just go into their caravan and hibernate, and we sort of had to either stay outside or we had to go up in our rooftop tent. And I mean, you got a limited amount of room up there, but you don't want to be going to bed early. You want to be able to, you know, sort of, if you've got a caravan, you can fit a few people in there and have a bit of a laugh, play cards, do something like that. So that's our reasoning about that. Just as we get a bit older, we're just going to make the plunge. It just seems a natural progression. When I first started camping, we were camping in tents. We started in a tent. Then we moved to a forward folding camper. We had one of those, a lot of canvas, and then we bought Dixie, and then we've had the Dot. We've had it for about 5 years now, and now we're moving on to caravan. So it's just stepping up the natural progression as most people do in their camping life. So should be good. It's unknown territory for us, but we'll take any advice anyone can give us. Mike, how are you, mate? You are watching on Starlink over there in Western Australia. I just see you come up there in the comments. I was only watching Mike's video this morning. He picked up a nice few bits of gold there on your latest video, mate. Congratulations. I think Mike's just changed his sleeping arrangements. I seen a photo he put up on Instagram the other day. I think you put a Oz tent or like one of those what do you call them, Oz tents or something like that, with an awning off it or something like that. I think he said he was going to put a video up. I better not let the cat out of the bag too much, but looks like a better setup than your rooftop tent, mate. You probably know what it's like climbing up with a rooftop tent, trying to hold a dog and climb up a ladder and all that sort of thing. But like I said, the rooftop tent I had made by Jason, it does still have, you can still use the walk-up hardtop part of the rooftop tent. I put a big door in the front of it, so you can still climb up the stairs at the front if you want, or you can use the ladder. We've been using the ladder because we just find it easy. But Annie's got real bad arthritis just in a few of her fingers now, and she just struggles holding onto the ladder. So I thought, as we're getting a bit older, it's probably that time to sort of make the change now, especially while the Dot's still in really good order. You could take it to the Cape, you could take it anywhere. It's absolutely amazing. So definitely it'll be a great buy for someone, but it served us well. We've had a lot of use out of it. We've done a lot of camping trips. You've all seen all our videos. We sort of go everywhere with it. Absolutely amazing. And the new rooftop tent that Jason put on it, it's been on there for over a year now. So it's been fantastic. It doesn't take long for time to fly. But what's everyone got to say? My comments have stopped going. I've got to scroll up. What's Annie laughing at?
I said now Rob's got a van, I can't hear him bloody snore at night.
Annie's having a bit of banter at Rob. She said now that he's got a van, she can't hear him snoring anymore. Hi Keith, how's things going, mate? Terry's just saying g'day to Keith. Susie Ellen, you going to get a full off-road or all-terrain? The ones we've been looking at, we're trying to get something that's sort of all-terrain. Like, we're not planning on doing the Cape in it or anything like that. We're a little bit limited by weight, like I said, with our FJ. The ones we're looking at around 12 foot. There's a few different companies there. Actually, what got me started on all this, was when we come back from Moore Park the other day. I stopped off at Bean Springs to grab a pie and go to the toilet, and this car pulled in. I think it was just like a little Kluger or something, I think it was, and it was towing this little tiny caravan. It was made by the Little Caravan Company, and it was a full-size roof caravan. It wasn't a pop top, so it was reasonably high, but it was only a tiny little caravan, and it had the name Little Caravan Company written on the back. So I sung out Annie, and we had a look at the name, and we started looking at that, and then since then we've found a heap of different companies that cater for smaller type caravans. So no, I haven't. I can't tow like any sort of caravan like Buck's got. None of those Jawa Siroccos or the Oz track like Robs or anything like that. I cannot tow them with my car. The ball weight's too heavy, and the tow weight's too heavy for my car. The caravans I'm looking at, there's a few I'm looking at. There's Annie knows the names of them all. Like, what was it?
Crusader.
There's one made by Crusader, Chameleon, I think it is. It's on the top of the list at the moment. If anyone wants to check it out, it's on the top of the list. It only weighs like 1,350 kilograms. It's made of composite fibre. It's made of the same stuff the Zone RVs are made of. It's fully made in Australia. It's an all-Australian van. The frame's made in Australia. It's all put together in a factory in Australia. It's got all Australian gear in it. I'm really passionate about supporting Australian businesses. There is a couple of other ones, which the one with that, it does put the price up a bit because it is Aussie made. But there's some other ones out there as well. The Little Caravan Company, as I said, wouldn't mind looking at theirs. There's also a couple other ones by Jayco, and there's what's one of the other ones, Eddie? Annie's trying to think of the name of them in the back there. Stony Creek caravans. Yeah, like I said, I am limited by weight with the FJ. I don't want to change my car. Terry's saying I could tow his size van. Yeah, I could tow your size van, but then I'd need to have shares in an oil company, Terry. I haven't got that much money for petrol. So I really want to get a caravan that I reckon will be under at least 1,800 kilos or 1,850 fully loaded. That's my weight limit that I'm looking for. So unless anyone knows a caravan that's under 1,800 kilos, I probably won't consider it. Yeah, fuel is getting extremely expensive. There's a lot of people on YouTube and that now. They're all slowing down their trips and things like that because it's just getting too dear to be travelling around. I can't see it coming down too much in the near future. The last few days it's dropped a little bit. I think petrol was back down to about $1.72 and diesel's down to about $1.80 something at the moment. So it has come down a little bit. Scotty Bruce said he'll make me one. I'll make you one, Steve. If you know anyone that wants to buy a Dot, Scott, you should buy it, mate. You haven't got a camper trailer. I've got a good one you can buy, mate. It's already done. You can do whatever improvements you want on it. Would I keep the teardrop if you got a van? Well, no, I will probably end up selling the teardrop as well, but I'm going to sell the Dot first, and I'm going to use the teardrop for a little while, and once I get the Dot sold, I'll have a little bit more money in the bank, and I can start looking seriously at putting a down payment and all that on one of these vans, and then I'll sell the teardrop as well. I've had it for over, I think, since 2014. So it is an older van, but it's been shedded the whole time. Both of them have actually. They both, the car stays outside and the two campers are in the shed all the time. So I'm pretty impressed with the lifestyle campers, but like everything, they're pricey. Yeah, nothing's cheap anymore. So
Crazy dogs on.
Jason from Crazy Dogs on there. How are you, mate? Jason said, I've got plenty of money. No, I haven't, mate. I'll give it all to you. So, petrol is still around $2 where we are. Yeah, it's been up around that price out here at Kingaroy. Like, I think it was up to about $1.90 or something the other day, but it's come back down to $1.73. I'm just trying to read some of the comments. Old Moneybags just jumped on, so good to see a bit of banter on there. If I bought 40 litres for nearly $20. Well, I went and filled, my car was dead empty. I had not filled my car up since I got back from Moore Park the other day. And I think the FJ's got about 170 litre long range tanks in it. And it was, the warning light come on the other day saying it had 80 Ks left in it. And I knew I was going down to Brisbane, and I filled it up and I put $193 worth of fuel in it, and at 3/4 filled it. So it takes a lot of fuel to fill the FJ, so you nearly need a bank loan every time you fill it. But funnily enough, it was just sitting just over the over the 3/4 full, and I drove down to Brisbane through Caboolture, and then I went over to Slacks Creek, said g'day to Rob, and then drove back through Esk, and I can't remember the mileage, but it was over 500 and something kilometres, and it was just got to half a tank on the way home, so I was pretty happy with that. Nearly 550 Ks on just over 1/4 of a tank of fuel. So when the FJ is not towing anything, it's pretty good. So I think you can get about 1250 Ks out of a tank of fuel on the FJ when it's not towing. Yeah, it was bloody cold out here this morning, Scotty. I'll need one of those little new burners you're making up. What do you call them? The bloody, can't think of the name of them now. Scotty's been making up these new little barbecues, and you feed the wood in through the side of them, and they shoot the flame up, and it's got like a flange top on it. I can't think of it. Put the name up, Scotty. They look absolutely bloody awesome. Very impressive, Stephen. Something's going on there. Rocket Stove, that's it. Jason just put the name up. I couldn't think of the name of them. Rocket Stove, yeah. Scotty Bruce has been building some. He's been putting a few posts up there, and they look bloody amazing. I've seen smaller ones of them, but never seen like anyone build like a full-size barbecue one of them. They bloody look great, mate. Rocket Man Stove, eh? Is that the name you got on? I'll tell you what, this bourbon's going down good.
You're red in the face.
Yeah, I am red in the face. That's the bourbon, and I'm starting to warm up. So, oh, good to hear, Keith. Last time we were camping, old Keith had a bit of trouble with his batteries in his camper. He said he was going to take them home and recondition them, and looks like they're going all right. He should rename it that, yeah. Aussie Rocket. I'm sure you can come up with a good name, but yeah, no, we haven't been doing too much else. I went to the movies today, and I've got to do a bit of work. I'm going to pull the dot out tomorrow and start sprucing her up. got a few things I've got to put back on her. I'm going to put the J. Cola back in it again, and because I took that out, we've just been using that new Coleman hot water system, but I'll put the J. Cola back in it. It just clips back up again, so no trouble to hook all that stuff back up again. Have you got any of that 18-year-old stuff left, mate? I remember it being a full bottle, and we had a few glasses of it, but I don't remember much else. That was a good night. Old Keith had a really good bottle of whiskey or something there, and I'll tell you what, it was bloody smooth.
180.
180. Like the darts game, Keith's 180. It was bloody good too. Yeah, Terry, you need a bourbon. Nothing better than a good drink on a cold night. Yeah, Scotty Bruce was he just put up a post. I was thinking either of a rocket stove or a shower bracket for our giveaway. So speaking of our, I'm glad you reminded me of that. Legends for Charity camping event. I put a post up the other day. We're starting to get a heap of sponsors, and thanks very much everyone. Jason from Crazy Dog Canvas, Scotty Bruce from Exceed Campers. There's a heap more. Dave from Horizon Touring, Barbecue Spit Rotisseries, Rax Brax. There's a heap more. We haven't announced them all yet, but they're all great Aussie companies. They've been absolutely fantastic. You know what it was like when we had the event up at Harvey Bay. We're going to have heaps of great prizes so we can raise heaps of money for charity. We'll let you all know what there are in the future, but for the moment, we'll just let you know who all the sponsors are. I did have Barbecue Spit Rotisseries contact me the other day. I know one thing that we're getting. Scotty Bruce has just told us some stuff. But Michael from Barbecue Spit Rotisseries, I did a few videos for him a month or two back there. He contacted me the other day. They're going to give away a gold edition Ozspit. So I had a look online. They're worth about $500 and something. It'll be the Ozspit, it'll be the basket, it'll be the tray underneath, everything you need to set up and cook up a bloody roast on a barbecue spit. Fantastic prize, a great company. I'm going to give them a plug. Make sure you check them out. Barbecue Spit Rotisseries. Get on their website. They Aussie company. I think they're based in Victoria. They've got another one somewhere else. They post all over Australia. So if you want any barbecue gear, it's that time of year. Get on the Barbecue Spit Rotisseries and check them out. Rob's just put a post up. Clarence Valley Timbers are donating as well, so that's awesome, Rob. Like I said, Rob will probably put up a few posts when R2 gets back to us, or Rob the Wanderer, as you may all know him. We'll let you know about all the sponsors and all that. It has been bloody hard for us to try and get stuff. We've had a lot of stuff that, and Rob the Wanderer has been doing a lot in the background. Been giving us a bit of stick on Facebook, telling us not to let too much out of the bag, but he's been doing a lot of work in the background with legal stuff and working out all the stuff for the camping event, all that sort of thing. But we'll let you all know as soon as we know, and it's going to be a great time, really. Really looking forward to seeing everyone there and just having a fantastic time. No, I've chasing the sun. Have you ever thought about building your own van using Styromax fiberglass composite panels? No, I haven't. If I was a bit younger, I might, but I just don't get time. Annie and I are both working full time, and I'm just quite happy to pay some company to give me a product and build it. It's you got to support Aussie companies like Bruce from Exceed Campers and things like that. they're just companies and people. Mark and Cheryl from Travel Bug Campers or Adventureman Teardrops. We bought a camper off them. When we bought our camper off Mark in 2014, he was working in a shed on his property at Warwick, and he had about 3 campers in there. He just started off, and we were one of the first people that bought a teardrop off him, and he's just gone from strength to strength. He's now got a business on the Sunshine Coast. He employs about 3 or 4 people. He's got more orders that he can stick with, and he's doing a great job over there. So if you are in the market for a teardrop camper, check out Mark from Adventureman Teardrop Campers. He does an amazing job. They're an amazing camper. They're all Aussie made and absolutely fantastic. And that's what it's all about. Scotty Bruce, he was building his camper trailers. I don't think he's doing it anymore. But he's doing other stuff as well. He's got another job that he does as well. It does make it hard, but I think there's how many 10 campers you've got out there, Scotty, and I'm sure every single one of them are loved just as much as you love building them. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully the one I get will be as Aussie made as I can get it, like the Dot. That was the original reason I bought the Dot, because it was all Aussie made and built in Australia, and most of the parts on it are all Aussie made, so that's why we bought it. So it's just been something that we've tried to do all along. Yeah, Scotty just said 10 campers, and that's a great achievement for someone that's working from home, and they're a credit to you. I had a chance to do a video on S.A.W, the one you should have bought, mate. I don't know why you let that one get away, but oh well. I hope your missus still ribs you. But I don't know what the time is. I've only been on here for half an hour. So has anyone got any other questions? I'll go back and read a few more of these messages that I've missed. 1800s. Yeah, it's good to see everyone on there. Adam Grimm, bring back Buck. Buck is gone. I was talking to Buck the other night. He's having a great time, him and Ross. Absolutely fantastic. It's good to see him. He just needed to get away from the camera and put it down, and he's having a fantastic time, and good on him. He's still over in Tassie and really enjoying himself now. He was going to give the camera up before he left, and he wishes he did now. He just was getting in his road. I can understand that. I try not to pull the camera out when I'm camping with people. It's it can be very. I try and film when I'm by myself and that, but it's bloody hard when you're camping with people or you try and when I'm on holidays, I've been on a lot of holidays where I don't pull the camera out and actually shoot anything when I'm camping. Unless Annie says so. I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, Buck's doing great, guys. Like he did put a post up and thanked all the community and everyone for all the support. I know it comes as a bit of a shock that he just got rid of everything and disappeared off all his social media, but he needed to do it, and you've got to respect him for that. He's a man of his word, and he always said he would just pull the pin one day and he would go, and he did, and he's having a fantastic time. And who knows, he may come back in the future, and you just got to give him his space now and let him enjoy his time and his retirement and get around and do what he wants to do in this great country. So good on him. yeah, Annie said she'll get up me. There was one night I got in trouble. We cooked up a beautiful lamb roast, and I was filming it at the time, and I had the camera out, and then the battery went flat, and then something else went wrong, and I'm trying to get everything going and get the money shot on the food, and Annie got the shits in the end and took her plate and started eating it and said, if you want to film it, you film yours, but I'm enjoying my food while it's warm. So I learnt my lesson then. I know what to do and when to do it and how to do it now, and hopefully everyone appreciates it. It is a lot of hard work, and there's a lot goes in behind the scenes when you're doing one of those YouTube channels. There's a lot of gear in the background. We've got a little mic over here and cameras and all sorts of things. It's a lot of hard work. It's you put a lot more work into it than what you get out of it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for all this, like all the people that are saying g'day and all that sort of thing. And unfortunately, you do get a lot of people that try to put you down and put up comments that are sort of, why did they say that? But I've learnt not to worry about those people now. You just get on with it, and there's a million more people that you do please than the ones that sort of try and take it out on you. I'm not trying to be anyone else. I'm just trying to be me, and I've never tried to imitate anyone else. So, cheers, everyone. Greg Campbell. See you, Scotty. Scotty Bruce. Thanks very much, mate. Good to see you on here. You probably got to go to work tomorrow, but no, thanks for tuning in. It's been great having you on here. Don't bite when some people are being nasty. Yeah. So I don't worry about them people, Susie. Like people are going to do what they want to do, and they can't help themselves sometimes. So it's just part and parcel of the. If you put yourself out there on social media, you got to put up with it sometimes. But hey, Ty Fendwick's on. How you going, mate? How are you? I like the caravan build you're doing, mate. The wrapping that on it. We're having a bit of a look at that today. It looks bloody good, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Annie was sitting down there today, and as soon as I walked down, I said, I seen the colour, the brownie colour and the writing, and I said, bloody hell, that looks like Ty's, but what's he bought himself a caravan, and it should be good when you get it all finished, mate. Yeah, make sure you get on and check out Ty's channel. He's got some great videos on there going on at the moment, especially on the Raptor and that, and absolutely fantastic. Be good to get down and maybe catch up with you one day and check out some of your gear, mate. Yeah, it does, Anthony. The wrapper he's put on that looks bloody amazing.
Beautiful. I was sitting there having ideas. That was the thing.
Yeah, he said he's losing all his hair at the moment. I don't blame you. That's why I'm wearing the cap all the time. But yeah, I can stay up a bit later now. I changed a bit of my job around at work. Don't have to get up at 3:40 every morning now. I can go to work at 7 o'clock and go to bed a bit later. So should be good. Camping now, I won't wake everyone up at 4 o'clock in the morning and outside with the camera rolling. A bit of a running joke when we're camping. I'm always the first one up. And the first one in bed. It's bloody hard to get your body clock changed when you work early shifts, and you got to get up early every day. Mike's going to bed. Well, thanks, mate, for tuning in. Say hi to Barnsey for us. Make sure you check out Old Fella's Travels. Get on his YouTube channel. He's doing some great videos. He's over in the goldfields there in Western Australia, and when you can get that GoPro working, it's bloody good. Go out and buy yourself a DJI Osmo, mate. I don't know why people use GoPros. Or get a Sony. But he's doing some. He's finding heaps of gold out there. Absolutely amazing.
He's got to teach me how to do it.
Yeah, Susie's saying she does rotating shifts. Yeah, I've been doing it for years. Like when I first started there at Woolies, I was a night field manager, and you go to work at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and come home at 7:30 in the morning, and yeah, it's not much chop. It's just part and parcel of life. I remember my father; he was always all over the place doing different hours as a guard on the railway. Phil's just seen what I said. Yeah, I don't know why as well. Yeah, I don't know why you bought a GoPro, Phil. Yeah, look, Grant Sadwell saying good night to Mike. Well, I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. I've got a few more drinks I've got to pour, but I just thought I'd get on tonight, do a bit of a quick live feed, just say good day to everyone. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I'm off tomorrow. I don't have to go to work. That's why I'm drinking. But I just thought I'd let you know about the dot. It is up for sale. I will get a video out about it. I'm going to list it on Caravan Sales. I'll probably put it on some of the drifter dot owners things as well. Maybe Facebook Marketplace. It's time to change. I'm going to do what Ty Fendwick's done. Not as big and flash as Ty's, but going to buy myself a caravan, and that'll be the next chapter in our camping lifestyle. And Rob's going to sell his too. Don't forget about that. Mine's better than Rob's though. Mine's got the airbag suspension. It's got all the gear. He's only got leaf springs. Rough as guts. Hey Roz, how are you? I was just talking about you, Roz, saying you two are having a great time there. Good to see you on there, Roz. Say hi to Buck. Tell him I'm having a drink for him. I was just telling him you're having a fantastic time down there away from the cameras, so good on yous. Thanks for getting on and saying hi, Roz. I won't stay on too much longer. I'll let people say good day and before I get off. But if you've got anything else you want to ask me, if you want to know anything, let me know. Thanks everyone for your great support on my channel. It's been absolutely fantastic. Don't forget about the Legends for Charity. We will be giving you more updates soon. Like I said, Rob the Wanderer, make sure you get on and check out his channel. Yeah, I haven't got it yet, Ty. Like I was saying there earlier, you probably weren't on. I'm going to sell the dot first, my dot trailer, and then get a bit of money together. And we've looked at a few vans. We've been down on the weekend in Brisbane, checked out a few vans. We got a list of vans that we really like. There's one that's right on the top there, but it'll be an Aussie made one, and hopefully we can get that one. But who knows in this crazy world, but that's our plan though. Just moving up the progression. Everyone seems to be doing it lately, buying a van. So I don't want to be left out in the dark with everyone else in a rooftop tent. Phil will be the next one. He'll get rid of that awning and get rid of his Bondi top, and he'll be towing a big van behind that Pajero of his. Yeah, it's gonna be great, mate. We're looking forward to it. It probably won't be till next year. Hopefully, we'll have it before the camping event next year. That's what we're planning on doing. So when we do have our van, it'll be up there at Gumbari Campground, and everyone will be able to check it out for themselves, and all the people there, and have a look through it if you want, and see what you reckon. Tell us what you reckon. Ros and Phil. I think Phil was asking Buck, was he still wearing his cowboy pants? I reckon he would have burned them by now after that game the other night. Bloody hell. What was the score? 68-18 or something? We went for a look the other week at Goombari. What was it like, Susie? I haven't been there yet. I'm hoping to get there myself and check out the campground. And see what it's like. But I know Rob, the Wanderer, and Rob from Australian Camping for All Drives have been there. They said it's absolutely fantastic. So I can't wait to go there. I was actually watching a couple of YouTube clips this afternoon, and they were showing a clip down there near Kenilworth. And I'll tell you what, some of those campgrounds now are really starting to put their prices up. I can remember going to Bluff Creek there years ago, and I'm sure it was only costing me and Annie like $30 a night or for two of us. They're up around $40-50 a night now. So I think it's just the way the market is. Things are costing more. Electricity, it's costing more to do stuff, but they're still fantastic places. So I think where we're going, we're going to get a pretty good deal. So it's going to be fantastic. It's in a fantastic spot. The scenery and that around there looks absolutely amazing, and we should have a fantastic time.
Some of the hip camps and stuff, no.
Yeah, I'm just reading some of the comments. Sorry, I was stopped talking there for a second, but yeah, everyone's just talking about the Cowboys and around. Susie's talking about Gundari Campground. Grant Samuel, they're booked into Kangaroo East at the campground, so yeah, it's gonna be great. I don't even know how many people are booked in there yet. We waiting to hear back. Rob was down there this weekend. He was having the meeting. I think the owners have been on holidays for a couple of weeks, so we should know more. Hopefully, we'll have an update soon within the next week or two. But stay tuned, everyone. We will let you know more what's going on, especially with the events and prizes and everything that's going to go on. Hopefully, we can raise a heap of money and help out a few charities along the way. So it should be fantastic.
Phil's thinking about going.
Yeah, Phil's going to go. I'm looking at going up there in August to check out the campgrounds.
Well, we might take a week off and go too.
Yeah, we'll probably take a week off and go that time too. But yeah, the hilltop area, Rob did mention that in his video. They're just building all that at the moment, putting in more toilets and showers or something up there. So should be good. Should be great for all of us having a bit of fun. And like I said, if it was anything like the last camp up, most of the people spent most of their time around the cooking area and all that sort of thing. And then during the day, you just go out and do your own thing. But I think we've got a few events and a few things lined up to do in the afternoons. But you should be able to check out some of the mountain range, and Allera and Warwick aren't that far away. There's heaps of things to see around the area. If you wanted to even go as far as driving near Stanthorpe or something like that, if you wanted to take a day trip, there's plenty of wineries and stuff around there as well. Yeah, Ty, I'm keeping the FJ. That's what I said there earlier. I'm looking at a van that is going to be somewhere between 1,300 and 1,800 kilos. So that's my goal, and if I can keep it under that, it'll be actually lighter than the dot. So I shouldn't have any trouble towing it at all. The dot's pretty good to tow at the moment. So if I can keep it around the same weight as the dot fully loaded, I'll be really happy. So that's my goal weight, is somewhere between 13 tear and 1850 fully loaded. So I should be pretty good. The FJ, I have had a GVM upgrade on the FJ, so I've got a little bit more weight than some of the FJs. They are capable of towing more. It's just the weight of the vehicle themselves that lets them down. So they're basically just a Prado with an FJ badge on them. Oh well, guys, my drink has run out, so I'm going to head off. Thanks very much. I can't actually see on my iPad here how many people have actually tuned in or anything like that, but I can tell by the comments there's been a few people on here. What was that?
You had 58 on.
So thanks very much, everyone. Like I said, I hope you had a great weekend. Stay safe, look after each other, and I'll have a new video out at the end of the week. Thanks very much, everyone, and stay tuned for the Legends for Charity. And I'm going to walk around the other side of the camera now and turn it off. But thanks very much, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers, everyone.